We've met him before, but today we're in his backyard. Roy Thompson, better known as Bugle. I'm Penny Lane, and In the Driver's Seat starts now. Growing up on the mean streets of Kingston, Bugle was deeply influenced by the sounds of reggae. Legends like Bob Marley, Tosh, Buju Banton, and as a child, he was hooked. As an adult, he was a breakout superstar in his own right. Bugle, welcome back to In the Driver's Seat.
Thank you for having me, and welcome to Jamaica.
Thank you. I am loving it here. You're not wrong. It is the best place.
It is. It is.
Now, take us back to your early years when you were growing up in Kingston. What was that like?
So actually, I was born in Portland, Jamaica, where I have a lot of brothers and sisters, so it was all fun. It was always excitement going to the river, especially like during the summertime. We have a lot of mangoes and the fruits and all of that. It was all fun, but I wanted to do music from like the age of between 11 and 13. I just really developed a special love for music. So I wanted to do music, but then there was no recording studio where I come from in Portland. So I had to migrate to Kingston so I could do some recording because I want to hear myself on the radio more than anything else. And that's how I actually leave Portland and come to Kingston in search of recording studio so I could, get to do some recordings. And it took me a long time to actually get into a studio, but the time was worth it.
And what kind of music was you pursuing then? Was it dancehall? Was it reggae?
At the time it was dancehall, just straight dancehall. I used to listen to people like Lieutenant Stitchie and Papa San more than anybody else.
And what was the pivotal moment in your career, do you think?
When I met Papa San, maybe about 97, 98. When I met Papa San, I know that there was something about me because Papa San is somebody that I have been hearing on my radio from, back in Portland. I've been listening to Papa San, and as I say, he and Lieutenant Stitchie was my two first influence. So when I get to meet him in person, and he said to me, I like you, I like what you're doing, I want to do some work with you. I was like, whoa, like Papa San is gonna work with me. I don't think I slept for that whole week when I met Papa San and started working with him. But soon after that, he became a Christian. So he walked away from dancehall.
Oh, really?
So, yes, and I even mentioned it in a song, Life Savior. He walked away from dancehall. He turned his life around completely. He wanted to, take on a different path, which I celebrate him for that as well.
And did that have was that a big hurdle for you?
Yes, it was.
How did you overcome it?
What I had to do after Papa San is start all over back again, trying to find another Papa San. And I did find another Papa San because I was working for this, I was doing some recording for this engineer that worked at Shocking Vibe Studio. His name is Pirana, and he loved my writing more than anything else. And one day he come to me over Corville and he asked me to demo 2 songs. I went to the studio and I demoed these 2 songs. And we're talking about 25 years ago. And I demoed the songs and he leave with the songs and came back like maybe a week after with a CD and asked me to play the CD. And when I pressed play on the CD, that was Bounty Killer singing one of the songs that I demoed.
I love your music, and many of your songs seem to reflect social issues. How important is it, do you think, for music to highlight these issues?
Extremely important. Extremely important. It's just like Selassie I did say, even the next 20,000 years, David will still slew Goliath. Righteousness still exalted a nation, no matter how long, no matter how much years it takes. Righteousness is still going to exalt a nation. But without the righteousness, how is the nation is going to be exalted? So it takes people like me who believe in words like that to, bring it to life instead of just here saying it and not doing anything about it.
One of my favourite songs in the world is Rise Again.
In the world.
What was going on in your life when you wrote that?
Well, I can safely say to you that my music is personal. 99% of my music is personal, just like Rise Again. For example, coming back to your question, but for example, Exercise, which is my first hit song. When I wrote that song, everything in that song is what I was going through. And a lot of the words are not literal because I wasn't going to a gym. So when I say exercise every day and I'm still not fit, my kids are hungry and I ain't got what I'm gonna do. I'm saying that I'm working so hard and not now materialize, so to speak. It is not coming to fruition the way I would want it to. And I'm gonna put it in a music. I just get my first child and my kids are hungry. I just get my first son. I don't know what to do. I have people telling me to come live in the States and work while within myself, I don't want to do that because I want to pursue a career out of music. So I was just driving, questioning myself, asking myself what I'm gonna do. And I put it in writing and I went into the studio and I recorded. So Rise Again is just one of those songs where, we see people go through struggles and trials and tribulation on a daily basis. During that time, I was feeding homeless people. I used to cook and feed homeless people. I started this out on my birthday one year where all of my friends used to just come to me and they bring Hennessy and whatever it is. And this particular year, I told them, listen, don't bring me no alcoholic beverages. Bring me some food. Bring me a bag of chicken. Bring me a bag of rice. Bring me a bag of potato. Bring me some food. We are going to cook and we are going to feed the homeless people this year. And we start like that and start feeding the homeless people every Sunday.
Now, who are your inspirations these days?
My inspiration these days is the same people who has been my inspiration throughout the years. I really love Damian Jr. Gang Marley lyrical content.
So
I
good.
still listen to Sizzla Kalonji music, the Real Thing album. I still listen to Buju Banton Till Shiloh album. I still listen to my Bob Marley music. I still listen to all those people and they're still inspiring me. Where new inspiration is concerned, I don't think I have a new person that is inspiring me at the moment because I'm not hearing that depth that actually would have helped me to grow into.
So tell us about your album Apex. How's that going?
Great. The numbers are extremely good. It's my best project so far in regards to the numbers, in regards to the reach. I think the people really love this one. They love all my albums, but I think this one surpasses all the other ones that I've done before.
Yeah, you've had some great albums. Picture Perfect as well is a
Picture Perfect,
brilliant album.
Thank you.
And you had some amazing collaborations on the last one as well, didn't you? Now, why did you start your own record label and is it hard to do?
For me, it wasn't hard because I was in a position that, already set the foundation for me to do that. So I get the opportunity to do that at a time when I was at my peak, so to speak, which was extremely easy for me. But I started my own record label because there was a little issue with me and Daciaka at the moment, who was my managing company. They managed me for a couple of years. And the relationship just kind of get a little shaky, as we would say in Jamaica. And I walk away. So I bought a property in Avondale and I invest $6 million in a recording studio. And I think that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my whole entire career.
Fantastic. Did you sit back and go, wow, I've made it? Or do you still feel like you've got a long way to go?
I still feel like I got a million miles to go, but I made it in regards to where I'm coming from and where I'm at. And I give thanks for that every single day. So I'm just working.
That's the way.
Yeah.
You've got to keep working to get ahead, don't you?
I'm just working.
Thank you so much for joining us in the driver's seat. And it's an absolute pleasure, as always, to speak to you. And I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you so very much. And I truly, truly, truly appreciate you. And I don't think what could have stopped me from doing this interview with you today. I was really looking forward to it, and I'm glad I came through.
Thank you.
Enjoy Jamaica.
Thank you, Bugle.
And you're not in my backyard, you're in my front yard.
In the Driver's Seat is brought to you by the Perfect Cosmetics Company. This is Tika, and we'll be right back.